Yo, yo. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of D22's Nightly Recap. I did my scans, so I'm a bit more prepared than yesterday. What's up, Luke? A few trades from me this morning. Traded the plans from the watch list last night. Workhorse. Daily chart. Up 2 days. And he pops into prior resistance. And we got that right. Oh, uno momento. Sorry about that. Phone call. I can help with appliances. I have my own company. Home builder ? Nice. I am a home builder, correct. I do a lot of renovations. What's up, El Jefe? Welcome back. I feel like this tone of voice is more ASMR friendly. I was watching your previous live and realized you are live now. Hi, I'm Melvin from Puerto Rico. Arrah! What's going on? Alrighty, where was I? Workhorse. 1 minute. We got this open into the 150s, immediately went red. So join that red move with the plan. If it bounced back, I wasn't going to stop out through highs, but once it continued to fail, I scaled in, covered, and that was it on that one. GNS, I botched a bit. This one was still gapping up. This one was the only one that wasn't red, so I didn't have a whole lot of conviction on it. But we got that push, stuff candle and fail, so I joined, VWAP fail, the hard crack lower high, and then when we got this pull through low a day, it wicked right back up, so I covered, kind of fear of it bouncing back, and it never saw higher, so that was my bad. And then Mullen, I did the same thing, joined it as it was going red, scaled, and covered into the lows. So, few trades, and then I have Frey. I'm still in this. I left the desk and just set a stop. We got a hold of the prior day's lows off the open, and then a red to green move and opening range break. So I bought it with super small starter size with risk on lows with a plan to scale through 240s. And it tested it but didn't break it. So risk will be 206 if it fails today, but ideally breaks through the 240 level. I notice you like the backside more. That's what the ladies say. They say I'm a backside guy. I do like the old backside. Yes, I do. Pause. I do like the backside, even with a lot of longs and shorts. I'm typically trading after the first move has happened. Find it a lot easier and don't have to predict so much. If your Bitcoin didn't really pull back itself today, but a bunch of the Bitcoin names got smoked and just faded all day without Bitcoin's help, really. It's still over 90K, I believe. So BTCT, exactly what I was worried about with a short trade, so glad I avoided it, but it held 9 pre-market and it just ripped all the way to market open and then was sideways throughout most of the day. Not a whole lot of range. So a gap down would be red on the day, would be overextended gap down trade, and then once 16 confirms, I think could probably see lower, but I think I would prefer to let BTCT fail and be the head of the snake, and I think I would rather join BTCS. We've got the same kind of daily chart. We've got a more ideal volume kind of speed up going from the 1s to the 5s for BTCT. Had a pullback on its parabolic day. So if BTCT is red and fading, then I think I would like to join BTCS, especially with a bunch of air coming out of the rest of the sector. So I will have eyes there. I longed coin today, was thinking we would get a pause since everyone was shorting it yesterday. Got stopped out in the bouncing ball setup. Probably right through here. Long with risk on lows, you get the bouncing ball, breakthrough low a day. Da, da, da. I like 1617 for support. In hindsight, coin looks so clean. One beyond limits. What's going on? Very volatile stock. BTCT. I took a trade of 16 off. I took a trade off of 16. Okay. Yeah, Q, gotta be careful with that thought of like I should have flipped short, because you came into the day with the thought and plan to be long, and just wishing you were short just because it worked so well. Where if this wicked through the low a day and you re-entered, you wouldn't have wished you were short through the lows. So just be careful with that. You came in with a plan, you traded it and cut losses quickly. I don't see a problem with that. Qubit, yeah. I had mentioned that one on this scan the other day, because it started to shape up with QBTS and the quantum basket. Which one was the other quantum name? Was it Oklo? And an E? I think it might have been IO and Q. I can't remember. But yeah, Qubit, nice move. Ideally continues higher. It's gapping up through after hours highs, so if this can gap up 70% or more, could be possible overextended gap up. What are your thoughts on app? It looks cute. That daily chart looks nice. I think week opens, I'd want to risk prior bar lows, and then a break through 29, 291.50, somewhere around there. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I don't hate joining a breakout there. 292-ish, 293-ish. But yeah, it's a nice flag set up on earnings. If that's up on earnings, it looks pretty good. Yep. Earnings November 6th after market close. Right there. That was the reason for the gap. It's held its gains. You've got higher lows. And you've got this 292 level. So if I was looking to get long on weakness, I'd look to risk prior day's lows. And if I was looking to join strength, I'd look to just buy the breakout. But that is a good look. I will throw that on watch and look for a play on it. I traded Foxo pre-market today, swinging some overnight. I imagine short. Doesn't look so good to the long side, but it broke that like this. Pretty clean. Higher low trend. I'm not really interested in trading that name personally. It's just too choppy. Daily has a perfect flat top. Fogged app, yes. Foxo, that one level was important. Is DAS your only charting platform? You don't like TOS or TradingView? Yeah, for the most part, I just use DAS. I don't use Thinkorswim or TradingView. I think kind of platforms are a bit sticky. Like once you get used to one of them, you don't really venture out to trying others. I used Trader Workstation with IB for a little while. But once I got DAS, I liked it. It was very simple. And that's what I needed. Sometimes like online, I'll use stockcharts.com because I think their charts are pretty clean. And I like how they show like RSI levels and things on their software. I switched to Webull Canada. Interesting. El Jefe is short Foxo at 113. Well, you basically nailed the high a day. That's nice. Nicely done. Congrats on the trade. I love DAS, but I use TC2000. See a bunch of those big picture swing guys using TC2000. Brian Shannon. I've seen Christian Kulamagi use it. I think Judah uses it too. I can't remember. DXYZ, nice little inside day there. This could be a potential backside bounce, little follow through trade. If this confirms under this 30 level, you could get that pullback into this mid 20s that I was looking for. So I'd keep an eye on that for a quiet fader. Couldn't bounce today, first day going green. I'd expect that to be lower. Frey, either going to stop out or add. GovX, I guess I took a small trade there today. You got this morning panic off this big picture multi-day runner. Gap down huge in addition to the morning panic. I let it set its lows, higher low, scooped versus low a day. I sold. It was just not as volatile. Usually these I like the elastic back. Goal was 270s. It ended up getting there, but it took a bit more time than I was willing to give it. I went through that. Qubit we talked about. MVST, nice percent gainer. Holding gains fairly well. I think this would be a setup where I would look for, if this opens flat or red. I'm getting a phone call again. Give me a minute. My bad. Work still going on. You got any BTC related holdings? I do not hold any BTC. I've never traded it. The extent of my trading with Bitcoin is stuff like Mara and Riot back in the day. Back in these times, I was trading Bitcoin related names. But Bitcoin itself or any crypto, I've never touched them. MVST, let me touch on this. My plans on this would be a red or a flat open. I'd be looking at dips towards prior day support, look for prior day's VWAP to hold, and then join that trend for a red to green ripper. Otherwise, I'd look for a 70% plus gap up and look for that overextended fade. Day 2 gap and crap. So 2 plans, see which way this thing opens. MFH, this daily's popping on scan. I don't see any news or reason for it to be up, Volume came in like crazy on day one, and then it's just trickled off. Volume's dead, but trend keeps holding. Opening range lows has been 9:30 a.m. Low a day has held for the rest of the day. So if I could get a nice big, like each day, this thing is open basically flat or slightly red. So if I could get a gap up through to like 650, 680, something like that, like a blow off gap, and then join an opening range breakdown, I'd be interested in something like that. But can't trust a red move because it's done that twice and held. So I'd have to be using opening range lows. LTBR, this higher low trend finally broke today. Backside likely off of everybody's radar. So I'd be looking at pops verse 8 and join this trend for a quiet fader, daily failed follow through. IBRX, same kind of idea. We got this 5 fail yesterday and then today inside day. So I'd be looking to join verse 5 and get a quiet fader back down to $4. And then app, I threw that one on because Q mentioned it, and it's a decent looking daily chart. So I'll see if this flag wants to break out. Probably buy it, set a stop, and walk. RKLB, Rocket Lab. Ariel was holding that one. He did an interview with the IU and just recently did Sunday Scan. I think he had this at like $6 or $5 or something. He's been swinging it for a while, but that's wild. Congrats to him. I'm sure he sold some today. Shorting still, use DAS or Trade Zero. DAS is not a broker. DAS is a platform. Trade Zero is a broker, so those are two completely different things. But I use the platform of DAS, and my broker to short is Centerpoint Securities. I think it's the best option for small cap shorts in Canada. I have to go grab something. I will be right back. Man, busy. QBTS, other quantum name. Hi, can you roast MVST? What? Maybe if we get Luke to bring out his convection, he might be able to roast it for us. Extremely Josh likes the way I do it. That's what she said. If I had a nickel every time I heard that. What else we got? Yeah, so DXYZ, I'm thinking possible quiet fader. Mullen after today, Like, it's holding up. I don't want to long this, so I think I'd just be hoping for higher. GNS. Yeah. If 90 breaks down, does this round trip back to like 60 cents? Maybe. Workhorse didn't really fade too much. That was basically the meat of the move. Boring. Not a chance. Luke, I don't know what your scanning parameters are, but this thing traded 1 million shares today. It's like, it got no volatility. No volatility, no volume, no range. Boring. You got stuff moving from 2 to 26. You don't want to be looking at stuff like that. So, in terms of watches for me tomorrow, DXYZ Quiet Fader on a 30 break. BTCT I'd use as a guide for BTCS. Ideally get a short trade on that soon. I think this has some meat back down to $3. GNS, Mullen, and Workhorse, I'd say higher the better. Ideally they continue for another day, and I can get some more range to play on the downside. Qubit, now that this is up so much after hours, I wouldn't really be looking for weak open. I'd just be hopeful for a gap and crap day 2. Now that it's had its day 1 move, I'd look for like a 70% plus gap tomorrow, and then look to join that for a fade. MVST, I'd play either way. Flat open or red, dips first prior day's VWAP, or a big enough gap up. Same kind of plan as Qubit. MFH, I need a gap up parabolic, and then join an opening range breakdown. But I would not trade it if it's red. I'd need to see it higher and exhaust. LTBR, possible quiet fader verse 8. IBRX, possible quiet fader verse 5. And app daily big cap up on earnings for a big picture flag break, possible multi-day run after this episodic pivot. That's all my stuff I got for today. Anything else you guys want to touch on quickly? I will leave chat open here for a minute or so if anything comes through. Otherwise, we can wrap it up there. Foxo, too choppy for me. I don't think I really want to trade it. First red day and quite the trend that broke today. This higher low trend line. So I'd expect pops. Any pops towards 1, I'd expect to fail. But this thing is just so choppy. It seems to want to trap both ways. So I don't want that stress in my life. I'd rather miss it than make a few bucks. Tyson versus Paul. I think you could be crazy to bet against Mike Tyson. If Jake Paul wins, it's proof we're in a simulation. But Mike Tyson, he ain't no sellout, so I'm going Tyson. I'll watch the fight. I think it'll be good. Tyson's in incredible shape. I've seen some pictures and videos of him training. He's wild. Jake Paul, he's taking this boxing thing more seriously, but he got into it for the money. He wasn't natural born killer like Tyson is. So I don't really love Paul for being a boxer. It's just that's what he's doing right now, making his money, and he'll move on to the next thing eventually. Gonna be interesting to watch. Santa Claus rally, I have no idea. React, don't predict. If it happens, great. Alrighty, I think we will wrap it up there. Thank you guys for stopping by. That's my watch list. As always, getting ready to fit in, make some memories. I'll see you guys in the room. Peace.